All right, let's trade in those winter chills for some tropical sunshine, shall we?
Sounds good to me.
Because today we're taking a deep dive into Phuket, Thailand,
Who cares?
specifically through the wonderful world of Airbnb.
Ah, excellent choice.
And judging by this mountain of articles and notes you've sent over,
Yeah.
you're not just looking for a place to sleep.
No.
You're looking to seriously experience Phuket.
Absolutely. You've done your research. It's clear you're not just after, a basic hotel room.
Right.
You want the unique experiences.
Yeah.
The hidden gems.
Yeah, you want that local feel.
Mm-hmm. Even thinking about sustainability.
You picked up on something that really stood out to me, too.
Oh.
It's the sheer variety of Airbnbs in Phuket.
Oh, it's incredibly.
This isn't just like cookie cutter resorts.
Yeah.
You've got beachfront villas with like infinity pools,
Oh, yeah.
secluded jungle bungalows,
Love those.
chic apartments right in the heart of all the action. So many vibes to choose from.
And you've got articles here highlighting that connection between the Airbnb itself and the kind of trip you want to have.
Yeah, that's so important.
Like there's one here about how some Airbnbs in Phuket are practically adventure hubs.
Oh, wow.
They've got like prearranged excursions, partnerships with local guides.
It's curated, yeah.
Like a whole experience built in, not just the room.
Okay, so before we get totally lost daydreaming about turquoise waters and delicious Thai food,
Yeah.
let's back up a bit.
Okay.
Why would someone even choose Airbnb in Phuket versus, say, a resort?
Well, based on what you've gathered here, the biggest draw is that potential for authenticity,
Yeah.
for a unique experience.
Right, that real local feel.
Picture yourself in a traditional Thai bungalow,
Okay, yeah.
getting insider tips from your host, who actually lives in Phuket.
That's so valuable.
It is. You're getting that real, unfiltered experience, not just the polished resort version.
It's like watching a travel show versus actually being there.
100%. You're not just observing, you're part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And the variety we talked about, that adds another layer to it.
Okay.
There's an article here mentions a villa overlooking the Andaman Sea.
Beautiful.
Private chef prepares fresh seafood right on your terrace.
Wow. That's not your typical hotel experience.
No, not at all.
Speaking of which, the sources seem to suggest that Phuket offers different kinds of luxury.
Oh, that's fascinating. It's not just that five-star, resort
Right.
feel.
Exactly.
Absolutely. One article contrasts that ocean view villa with a secluded private pool bungalow in the jungle.
Oh, nice.
You've got the privacy, the nature, that personalized service,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a totally different vibe than the beachfront glam.
Right. So even within luxury, you've got choices.
You really do.
Like, what kind of luxury are you after?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of choices,
Yeah.
your research also dives into specific locations.
Okay.
Patong, Suren, Rawai.
Yeah.
Each one seems to have its own distinct flavor.
It's not just being in Phuket.
No.
It's being in the right part of Phuket.
100%.
Yeah.
And thankfully, you've got info on all the hot spots.
Yeah, we do.
Now, Patong,
Yeah.
if you want that bustling nightlife, vibrant markets,
Yeah.
nonstop energy,
Oh, yeah. That's the heart of it all.
it is. One article called it the heart of the action.
Love that.
But if it's more laid-back, beach-centric you're looking for,
Yeah.
Surin seems to be the spot.
Sure. And okay.
Pristine sands, chic beach clubs.
So, like, Batong's the party animal and Surin's the chill surfer dude.
Oh, that's a perfect way to put it.
I like that.
And then we've got Rawai.
Okay.
Seems like a haven for foodies
Oh, nice.
and people who want that authentic, less touristy experience.
Okay, yeah.
Think fresh seafood markets,
Mm-hmm.
family-run restaurants,
Yeah.
a chance to really mingle with locals going about their day.
So Rawai's about getting off that beaten path
It is.
and savoring the local culture.
Exactly. And what's so cool is that Airbnbs in these areas often capitalize on their location.
Yeah.
Some of the Rawai listings, for example, offer cooking classes taught by locals
Oh, wow.
using ingredients from the nearby market.
That's awesome. It's not just the tourist facade, it's going deeper.
It is. You're really connecting with the place.
It's like your Airbnb becomes this launch pad
Yes.
for a whole other level of cultural immersion.
That's a perfect way to put it. And this brings us to a key point.
Okay.
Location isn't just about vibes.
Right.
It dictates the types of experiences you can have.
So before you even start browsing Airbnbs,
Yeah.
you need a vision.
You need a vision.
What kind of Phuket experience are you after?
Are you the party animal? Are you
Yeah.
the beach bum, the foodie adventurer, or maybe a little bit of everything?
Yeah.
Once you have that vision, then you look at locations and listings.
With a more focused eye.
asking yourself, does this place fit the trip I want to have?
It's about being intentional from the get-go.
It really is.
And speaking of choices, there's another big one. Families versus couples.
Oh, yeah.
Your sources suggest that Phuket caters beautifully to both, but in different ways.
Absolutely. And it's something to keep in mind when you're looking at those listings.
Absolutely.
Now, families, space is obviously a big deal.
Of course, yeah.
Lots of listings highlight multiple bedrooms, fully equipped kitchens,
Makes sense.
outdoor areas where kids can run around.
So no cramming everyone into a tiny hotel room?
Nope, not at all. And what's cool is that some family-friendly Airbnbs, they go beyond just offering space.
Oh, interesting.
They emphasize the host's role in making it welcoming for families.
Okay.
Mentions of baby cots, high chairs, even local babysitter recommendations.
It's almost like having a built-in concierge.
It is. One who understands traveling with kids.
Yeah. Now, for couples, the focus seems to shift a bit.
It does. It's more about romantic ambiance.
Oh, yeah.
Unique experiences for two. One article highlighted this secluded villa with a private infinity pool overlooking the ocean.
Ah, that sounds lovely.
Perfect for a romantic getaway.
Right.
But it also mentioned couples activities some Airbnbs offer.
Like what?
Private sunset cruises, couples massages, right in your villa.
Oh, very nice. So, romantic seclusion or shared adventure. Phuket's Airbnbs have got you covered.
They really do.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating how your articles highlight this variety even within those categories.
Yeah, you've got options.
You do. So know your needs as a traveler, then use that to pick the Airbnb that matches your vision.
It's like a custom-designed vacation,
It is.
but without the luxury price tag.
Exactly.
Speaking of price tags, though,
Yeah.
let's tackle the budget question head-on.
Oh, yeah, I'm importing.
Because, let's be real, not everyone can afford a private chef and an infinity pool.
Right.
Can you really experience Phuket on a budget?
Based on your research, the answer is a resounding yes.
Really?
Phuket has a surprising number of budget-friendly Airbnbs.
Wow.
Without sacrificing comfort.
That's key.
Think cozy studios near the beach.
Yeah, okay.
Charming bungalows with garden views. Even shared apartments with friendly hosts who can give you those local insights.
So we're not talking, like, bare-bones hostels.
No. These are comfortable, well-equipped places.
It's good to know.
Your sources even mention specific budget-friendly locations.
Oh, perfect.
Now, Patong, for example, is known for its nightlife and budget-friendly options.
So you can party all night and still have money for pad thai.
Exactly. A win-win.
I like it. What else?
Well, if you're more of a laid-back foodie, Rawai seems to be the haven for budget-conscious travelers.
Okay, makes sense.
Less touristy than Patong.
Yeah.
Means you often find better deals on Airbnbs.
Good point.
And the local food scene there is both incredibly affordable and delicious.
So Rawai is like the insider secret for budget travelers who love good food.
You got it. Then there's Nai Yang.
Nai Yang, okay.
A bit more off the beaten path, but incredible value for money.
Oh, nice.
Known for its tranquil beach, relaxed atmosphere, and it's near the airport.
Convenient.
Very convenient. So if you prioritize peace and quiet over the party scene,
Yeah.
Nayang's your spot.
Perfect.
And you've got some great tips here for finding those budget-friendly gems.
Lay it on me.
Booking in advance is key.
Okay, makes sense.
Being flexible with your dates helps.
Yeah.
Longer stays often come with discounts.
Oh, good to know.
So if you can swing it, consider a few extra days in paradise.
I like how you think.
And perhaps the most valuable tip of all,
Yeah.
read those reviews carefully.
Okay.
They're a goldmine of information.
Right.
Not just about the property itself, but the host's responsiveness, the neighborhood vibe, even hidden costs.
It's like a sneak peek behind the scenes.
It is.
Yeah.
Beyond the glossy photos and marketing stuff.
Right.
And speaking of going beyond the surface, let's talk about something that seems important to you.
Yeah.
Experiencing the authentic side of Phuket.
Oh, that's key.
We've talked beaches, nightlife, but Phuket's got culture and history too.
Deep stuff.
It is. And you seem keen on using your Airbnb as a springboard for that exploration.
That's where it gets interesting.
It does. One article highlighted how close many Airbnbs are to iconic cultural landmarks.
Okay, give me an example.
Imagine waking up steps away from the big Buddha statue
Wow, that'd be something.
or the Wat Chalong Temple.
So your Airbnb is more than just a place to sleep.
It is.
It's a gateway to the heart of Phuket.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just proximity.
Okay.
Some listings offer guided tours of those landmarks led by local experts.
Oh, wow.
You get insights you wouldn't find in a guidebook.
Like a personal history lesson woven into your vacation.
Perfect way to put it. And for those who want more than the typical sites, the articles mention incredible cultural activities some Airbnbs offer.
Oh, I love that.
One that caught my eye, a traditional Thai cooking class.
Oh, fun.
Hosted by a local family in their own home.
So you're not just learning recipes.
Right.
You're experiencing culture through food, connecting with people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there are mentions of other immersive things. Batik painting workshops, Thai massage lessons, excursions to local villages where you can see crafts being made.
It's about tapping into that soul of Phuket.
It is.
Not just the touristy surface.
Exactly. And it's so interesting how these Airbnb experiences are often tied to the location.
Give me an example.
In Rawai, known for its fishing, some Airbnbs offer fishing trips with local fishermen.
Oh, that's cool.
You learn their techniques, get a glimpse of their life.
So your Airbnb becomes this way to connect with the community.
Yeah.
Experience Phuket through their eyes.
That's it. And that brings us to another fascinating theme from your research.
Okay, what's that?
Adventure.
Adventure, all right.
Seems like you want more than relaxation and culture.
Well, Phuket's not exactly known for being sleepy.
No, it's not. And your articles showcase that adventurous side.
Yeah.
They mention everything from world-class diving, snorkeling, jungle treks, even ziplining.
It's an adrenaline junkie's paradise.
It is. But how do Airbnbs fit into that?
That's the question.
Some listings cater specifically to adventure seekers.
Oh, interesting.
They've got packages that include accommodation and prearranged activities.
So it's not just booking a room, it's booking an adventure.
Precisely.
Give me an example.
One listing mentioned a jungle bungalow paired with a guided trek to a hidden waterfall,
Oh, wow.
complete with a picnic lunch.
That's amazing. And it goes beyond those packages too, right?
It does. Some Airbnbs are just located near prime adventure spots.
Okay, I see.
Picture waking up at a beachfront bungalow,
Mm-hmm.
stepping right out onto the sand to start your surfing lesson.
So your Airbnb becomes your base camp for adventure.
Exactly. And many hosts are passionate about adventure themselves.
They're like your personal guides.
They are, giving insider tips and recommendations.
So it's like they're not just renting you a room.
Yeah.
They're sharing their love of Phuket's adventurous side.
Well, that's a great way to put it. And speaking of sharing,
Yeah.
that brings us to another theme that's clearly important to you. Sustainable travel.
That's right.
It seems you're looking to minimize your environmental impact, even on vacation.
Absolutely.
And based on your research, Phuket's eco-conscious Airbnbs are stepping up.
Good.
These aren't just places swapping plastic straws for paper ones.
Okay.
They're actively doing sustainable practices that go beyond the basics.
I love that. Give me some examples.
One article highlighted an Airbnb that's completely off-grid,
Wow.
powered entirely by solar panels.
That's impressive.
They even harvest rainwater and use composting toilets.
They're walking the walk.
They are. And it's not just energy and water.
Okay.
Some eco-conscious Airbnbs are involved in local conservation efforts.
Oh, that's great.
One listing mentioned partnering with an organization to plant trees and clean up beaches.
So you can help make Phuket more sustainable while you're there.
You can. And it's amazing how they integrate sustainability into the guest experience.
Yeah.
One article mentioned an Airbnb offering tours of nearby organic farms,
Oh, cool.
teaching guests about sustainable farming, letting them sample fresh produce.
So it's like sustainability becomes an adventure itself.
Exactly. And it's inspiring to see how it's not just about minimizing negative impact.
Mm-hmm.
They're using their platform to promote positive change,
Yeah.
to educate guests about sustainable living.
It's a great reminder that travel can be a force for good.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic that you're seeking out these options.
Yeah.
Shows you're committed to responsible choices, even on vacation.
Well, exploring a new place shouldn't have to come at the cost of the planet.
Right.
Now, we've covered a lot here.
We have.
Location, luxury, adventure, sustainability.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get practical.
Okay.
You found your dream Airbnb.
Yeah.
You're ready to book.
Excited.
But how do you navigate that process, especially as a first-time Airbnb user?
Great question.
What tips do our sources have?
Well, reading reviews is absolutely crucial. It's tapping into the collective wisdom of other travelers.
So not just glancing at the star rating.
No, you got to dig into those details.
Right, okay.
Look for comments about the host, the cleanliness, the accuracy of the listing,
Mm-hmm.
Any quirks or surprises.
It's getting that behind-the-scenes look.
It is.
Yeah.
And just as important,
Yeah.
talk to the host before you book.
Ah, good point.
This is your chance to clarify doubts, ask questions, make sure it fits your needs.
So if you have any special requests, like needing a crib or wanting to know the best vegan food spots,
Yeah.
that's the time to speak up.
100%.
Mhm.
And don't be afraid to ask about things not in the listing.
Oh, like what?
Noise levels, parking, things like that.
Be proactive.
Yes. Make sure your stay's as smooth as possible.
And speaking of smooth sailing,
Yeah.
you got to know Airbnb's policies.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you're new to it all.
So what are the key ones our listeners should be aware of?
Understanding the cancellation policy is huge.
Okay, yeah.
Different hosts have different terms.
Right.
Flexible, strict, you got to know what you're getting into.
Especially if your travel plans might change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Avoid those nasty surprises.
No one wants that.
And just as important as cancellation, house rules.
Oh, right.
These are set by the host.
Okay.
Quiet hours, pet restrictions, guidelines for using amenities, things like that.
So be a respectful guest.
Yes. Make sure everyone's happy.
What else?
One final crucial piece of advice.
Mm-hmm.
Book early,
Okay.
especially peak season.
Makes sense.
Popular Airbnbs get booked fast.
Right.
Secure that reservation in advance.
So be proactive and snag your slice of paradise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if you found that Airbnb that really speaks to you.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling that island breeze already
Me too.
and smelling the delicious Thai food.
Oh, yeah.
This deep dive has been amazing.
It has been.
But before we move on to part 2,
Okay.
let's recap what we've learned.
Sounds good.
Phuket offers an incredible range of Airbnbs.
It does.
Luxurious villas to budget-friendly bungalows.
For every taste.
Exactly. We've talked about location, how different areas have different vibes.
Right.
We've explored the amazing experiences Airbnbs can unlock.
Cultural immersion, adventure.
Sustainable living.
It's all there.
And we've stressed how important it is to be a savvy Airbnb user.
Yes.
Reading reviews, communicating with hosts.
Understanding policies, booking early.
It's all part of it.
Phuket Airbnbs are more than just places to sleep.
Right.
They're gateways to personalize authentic experiences.
Unforgettable.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned for part 2,
Okay.
where we'll continue our deep dive into the world of Phuket Airbnbs.
Looking forward to it.
We'll uncover even more tips, insights, and hidden gems.
Can't wait.
Back again for more Phuket Airbnb goodness.
Round 2.
Last time we were talking about booking that dream Airbnb.
All those key steps.
The prep work, it doesn't stop there, right?
Oh, no. There are a few more things to keep in mind
Okay, good.
for a truly smooth and enjoyable experience.
Yeah. What else have we got?
One thing the sources emphasize is having a complete and verified Airbnb profile.
Ah, your profile. Right.
It might seem like a small thing, but it builds trust with hosts.
It's like showing them you're a real person.
It is, not some, internet ghost.
Right,
A
exactly.
complete profile with a photo, some info about yourself.
Yeah.
It reassures hosts that you're responsible.
We're trustworthy.
Exactly. Some articles even suggest it can increase your chances of getting your booking accepted,
Oh, really?
especially for those popular properties.
Interesting. So it's like putting your best foot forward digitally.
It is. And speaking of digital best practices,
Yeah.
the sources also talk about using Airbnb's secure payment system.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Crucial. It protects you from scams,
Right.
gives you peace of mind knowing your financial info is safe.
It's like having that safety net.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Airbnb has your back.
Okay, now shifting gears a bit.
Okay.
Let's talk food.
Oh, yes.
Your sources make it very clear that Phuket is a foodie's paradise.
It is.
And they suggest that Airbnbs can actually enhance those culinary adventures.
They can.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's the secret?
The key is going beyond those typical tourist traps.
Right, yeah.
Really immerse yourself in the local food scene.
Okay, give me some specifics.
We're talking hidden street food stalls, vibrant local markets, family-run places where you get those authentic flavors.
So ditch the guidebook and explore a bit.
Exactly. And this is where those Airbnb hosts come in handy.
Oh, yeah.
Many are passionate about food,
Okay.
eager to share their favorite spots.
They're like your personal foodie guides.
Exactly. They'll give you tips you won't find anywhere else.
It's like having a culinary concierge.
It is, guiding you to the heart of Phuket's food scene.
And for those who like to cook themselves,
Yeah.
many Airbnbs have full kitchens, right?
They do. So you can try recreating those dishes.
Oh, I love that.
Imagine shopping at the local market, then making a fragrant Thai curry in your Airbnb.
Talk about immersive.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not just eating, it's understanding the ingredients, the techniques.
It's next-level culinary exploration.
It really is.
Okay, you're making me hungry. But before we get too carried away with food,
Yeah.
let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
We've talked about all the great things about Airbnbs, but are there any downsides,
That's a fair question.
challenges that our listeners should know about?
Well, Airbnbs offer tons of benefits.
Right.
But it's good to be realistic.
Okay.
One thing the sources mention is noise,
Oh, yeah, noise can be an issue.
especially properties in busy areas or near nightlife.
So if you're a light sleeper,
Yeah,
choose your location carefully.
100%.
Mm.
Maybe opt for a secluded villa or a bungalow away from the hustle.
Away from the action.
Exactly. Another thing to consider is privacy.
Privacy, okay.
Now, many Airbnbs offer complete privacy, but some might have shared common areas or amenities,
Right.
which could impact that sense of seclusion.
Yeah, so read the listing carefully.
Yes,
Look for details like whether the bathroom's shared or if the pool's for everyone.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't hesitate to ask the host about privacy before booking.
Communication is key. Anything else?
Well, like any accommodation,
Yeah.
there's always a chance of unexpected issues.
Ah, the joys of travel.
Right. A power outage, a plumbing problem, a noisy neighbor, things happen.
It's about being prepared.
It is. Knowing how to handle those situations.
And communication with the host is crucial there, right?
Absolutely. Most hosts are responsive and want to resolve issues quickly.
Good.
And remember, Airbnb has a resolution center.
Oh, right.
They can help if any disputes come up.
So be proactive, communicate clearly, and know you've got resources if things go wrong.
Exactly. And ultimately, it's about embracing the adventure of it all.
That's a great point. Because at the end of the day, travel is about stepping out of your comfort zone,
It is
embracing the unexpected.
creating those lasting memories.
Exactly.
And as we wrap up this part,
Yeah.
I want to circle back to something we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
The idea that Airbnbs aren't just about the property.
Right.
It's about the experiences they unlock.
It's that launch pad for exploration, discovery, connection.
Exactly. And your sources dig into how your Airbnb choice reflects your travel philosophy.
Interesting.
It's about being intentional,
Okay.
understanding that each choice, from location to amenities, it contributes to the overall story of your trip.
So it's crafting an experience that matches your values.
Yes, your interests,
Yeah.
your desired level of immersion.
It's not just finding a bed, it's curating a travel story.
Love that. And Phuket seems to have endless possibilities for that.
It does. Whether you want luxury, cultural immersion, adventure, sustainable living, or a mix of it all.
Phuket's got you covered.
It does. And that discovery process is part of the fun.
Oh, absolutely.
It's researching, dreaming, planning, and ultimately creating a Phuket experience that's truly yours.
That's what it's all about.
All right, welcome back for the final stretch of our Phuket Airbnb adventure.
The grand finale.
We've covered so much ground already,
Yeah.
but your sources still had a few more gems of wisdom to share.
Oh, always good to have those extra tips.
Yeah, things that'll really help as you plan this trip.
Absolutely.
What really struck me was this emphasis on embracing the unexpected.
Ah, yes. It's that reminder that travel,
Yeah,
especially when you're going beyond the resort bubble,
right.
is all about spontaneity,
Mm.
being open to new experiences.
So loosen your grip on that itinerary a bit.
Exactly. Sometimes the best moments are the unplanned ones.
I agree with that. Those chance encounters, those little detours.
Happy accidents.
Yeah, the things you just can't script.
Exactly.
Now, the sources also talk about connecting with local communities.
Oh, yes, that's important.
It's not just being in Phuket.
Right.
It's engaging with the place and its people.
100%.
Hmm.
And your articles offer some great ways to do that.
Okay, like what?
Supporting local businesses is a big one.
Makes sense.
Instead of those chain restaurants or tourist shops,
Yeah.
seek out family-run eateries, local markets, artisan workshops.
So it's about being a conscious consumer.
It is. Understanding that where you spend your money has an impact.
Right. Yeah. Even something as simple as choosing a family-run place for dinner.
Makes a difference.
Yeah.
And don't forget the power of conversation.
Oh, right.
Talk to the vendors at the market. Ask your host for recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
Be open to those interactions that make a place come alive.
It's going from passive observer to active participant.
Exactly. And your sources even suggest taking it a step further.
Oh, okay.
Look into volunteer opportunities or community initiatives.
Interesting.
Even something small like a beach cleanup or helping at an animal shelter.
You're giving back.
You are. It's recognizing that we're all part of this global community.
Yeah.
And even as travelers, we should be mindful of our impact.
Right. We're not just visitors passing through.
Exactly.
Okay. We've got open to the unexpected, connect with local communities. Anything else we should keep in mind as we wrap up this deep dive?
One last bit of wisdom from your sources that really resonated with me.
Okay, I'm listening.
Embracing minimalism while traveling.
Oh, I'm all about packing light. How does that tie into Airbnbs?
Well, they point out how Airbnbs often have kitchens, laundry,
Yeah, that's true.
which makes packing way easier.
You can cook, do laundry, no need for that giant suitcase full of just-in-case stuff.
Exactly. And that minimalist mindset can go beyond just packing.
Oh, okay.
It's about being present, appreciating the simple things.
Like what?
Morning coffee on your balcony with an amazing view,
Oh, yeah.
a walk through a local market, a chat with a friendly local.
It's slowing down, savoring those little moments.
It is letting yourself be fully immersed in the experience.
And that's what travel is all about, right?
At its core, absolutely. Creating memories, connecting with new cultures, broadening our perspective.
It's coming home with more than just souvenirs.
It is. It's that renewed sense of wonder, those stories in your heart.
Beautifully put. Now that you've had this deep dive into Phuket Airbnbs, I have one last question.
Okay.
What kind of Phuket experience will you create?
Ah, that's the exciting part. You've seen the options, you've got the insights. Now it's time to put it all into action.
Whether it's luxury, cultural adventure, a sustainable escape,
Or that perfect blend of everything.
the power to create your dream Phuket experience is in your hands.
So go forth, intrepid traveler, and let the magic of Phuket unfold.
That's a wrap on our Phuket Airbnb deep dive. We hope you've enjoyed the journey and feel inspired to create your own unforgettable adventure.
Happy travels.